He hated that. Then there was his weird, uncontrollable hair. Thick, wavy, unruly, sprouting out of his head in all directions like a shrub, a great tuft of weeds. And he had been cursed with extremely pale, tender skin and a set of clownishly red cheeks and lips. He had no friends, except Ray Hu, a mere ninth grader, but a good guy and a decent chess player. And now another spring was here, and he'd never had a girlfriend, never kissed a girl, could not even talk to a girl without freezing up. Still, with Tommie Isaac, there might be some hope. After 23 months, things seemed to be coming to a head. 6 times last month she had said, "Hi, Biff," in the hallway, instead of just, "Hi." And twice she had actually said, "Hi," before he did. And then just last Friday, the major development, maybe the high point of his life. He had written an essay for English called Some Thoughts on Love. Of course, he had secretly dedicated it to Tommie. His English teacher had liked it so much she read it to her other English classes. That Friday afternoon, Good Friday actually, coming into Easter weekend, he closed his locker door and turned to find Tommie Isaac standing there, looking at him, or rather at his right hip, with an awkward, shy smile. "Hi, Biff," she had said. I just wanted to... Mrs. Henderson read us that essay you wrote. I really liked it." Biff had been thunderstruck, unable to form a word, not even a thanks. Locker doors were banging shut all around them. Tommie shrugged, and their eyes met for a second. "Well," she said, "I just, wanted to tell you that." And then she smiled, looked down, hesitated, turned, bumped into a passerby, and walked away. This past week he'd been careful not to force anything. He thought it best to lie low for a time and stay out of her way. Mustn't haunt her. Be patient. Don't rush into anything. But why had he tailed her this afternoon? That was risky. There was always the chance she'd spot him lurking and think he was a pervert. Why was he parked down the block from her house this afternoon, staring at her front porch and her pink front door? Maybe he wanted to force something. He pictured himself getting out of his car and walking up to her door and knocking, and, oh boy, imagine it. But why not? Why did he need to think and plan anymore? Wasn't 23 months enough? Biff now realized he was biting down on his lower lip. He leaned back and opened and closed his mouth. His jaw cracked. He should have gone up to her the first time he ever saw her in the hall at school. But why not right now? Such a simple solution. Or maybe he should go home and call her. Yes, calling her might be better. You don't just go up to a girl's door and pound on it like you're making a drug bust. Catch them without their makeup on and you're dead. They'll never be able to face you again. Yes, calling her was probably best. But not tonight. That would seem overeager and obvious, what with spring vacation here. It implies you're chomping at the bit. Besides, she usually worked Friday and Saturday nights at the supermarket. No, he'd stick to his original plan. Up early tomorrow morning, drive somewhere out into nature for an all-day hike, come home rejuvenated and inspired, call her Sunday or Monday evening. Or Tuesday. Good plan. Subject, of course, to revision during the hike. The hike. The all-important hike. Where to go, that was the question. For days he'd been hunting for his copy of 47 Secret Hikes in the Olympic Mountains. He'd bought it a long time ago at a garage sale, but had never read it. Finding that book had now become an obsession. He'd looked everywhere, but with no luck. Now, on a sudden impulse, he dove down.